Hi, welcome to today's lecture. My name is Dr. Ezine and I'll be talking to you today on the misconceptions on aging and health. Now, remember that we have been dealing with the health problems of older adolescents, and today we have looked at dementia and mental health problems and falls. Okay, so today we're looking at what people think about aging and health. Okay, most people. So there are many misconceptions about aging and health of the older people. So this presentation, we are going to dispel this myth and provide a more accurate understanding of the realities of growing older by addressing these common misunderstandings that people have, so that we can develop better health policies that support the diverse needs of this health population. So the first one says that there's diversity in older people and it's not random. And here I'm going to say that it's not random. People think it's random and think that all old people are the same. But older age is characterized by a great diversity. So some 8-year-olds might have better physical and mental capacity compared to 20-year-olds. So some people think, oh, they are old and so they are not capable of doing certain things compared to the younger people. That's not true. There are some 80-year-olds that are mentally capable compared to the younger adults, while others of the same age may require extensive care and support. So it's the same thing. Even the younger ones, there are some people that require more health care than their peers. So it's the same thing with the older population as well. So this diversity is not random, rather is the result of the cumulative impact of the advantage and disadvantage across people's life. So you should not just say, okay, this is the way it's supposed to be for the older people. It depends on how they live their life, their socio-economic status and all that led to where they are in that their particular age. That's their health status. Whether their health status is good or bad depends on various factors that impacted their life throughout their lives until they became an older adult. So policies should focus on improving the functional ability of all older people regardless of their current health status. So the next one is that some people think that older people don't contribute a lot, and so that's why retirement age is set around 65 for some and 75. So that's not true, because only a small proportion of older people are dependent on others for care. Okay, so in fact older people may make many valuable contributions to their families and societies. Some older people actually give, help their families to still stand strong, still help their children and great grandchildren to stand strong. So with their contributions to even the society as well, you have them as consultants, giving back to the society. So research has shown that the economic contribution of older people through taxation, spending and other activities often exceed the cost of supporting them through pensions, welfare and healthcare. You see some older people actually have schools, okay, that they are still managing and running, like private schools. They have businesses as well that they are still running and managing. So, and the money they are making is higher than the one that we used to care for them during for health or welfare. So policy should avoid stereotypical views that lead to discrimination of this particular age group because of their age. So there's a misconception concerning still on healthcare costs. They feel that population aging will significantly increase healthcare costs, when in reality the link between older age and health service utilization is weak. In fact, healthcare expenditure per person often falls significantly after the age of 70, with long-term care filling the gap. Okay, so investing in long-term care system and enabling people to live long and healthy lives can help control this unnecessary healthcare costs. So if their health is properly managed throughout their lives, then it will not lead to increased health costs. So it doesn't really depend on their age, because the link between the older age and health service utilization is weak. So what is the implication? Policy should focus on investing in healthy aging. That's the important thing. And long-term care systems that will look, take care of them in a longer aspect, and make sure that people age properly, age healthily, okay, to avoid increase in healthcare costs, rather than simply assuming that population aging will lead to uncontrollable healthcare costs. So the next one is good health in older age is just the absence of disease. You already know the meaning of health. Health, being healthy, is not just the absence of disease, but it's the complete state of both physical, mental, social, emotional health. Okay, so it's the same thing applies to the older population. It's not just the absence of disease that you now say, okay, this person is healthy. So reality is that most people over 70 experience multiple health conditions, but they can still do the things that are important to them, just like you and I that are younger. Okay, so intrinsic capacity such as the physical and mental capacity is a better predictor of health and well-being than the presence or absence of disease. So also checking their mental state, people's mental state can also tell if the person is not healthy, not just you are seeing the physical aspect of the disease. So the implication is that services that focus on improving the older people's intrinsic capacity, their mental health states and others, rather than just treating specific diseases that are physical, are likely to have better outcomes and may be no more expensive. So the next one is family caregiving. Okay, people often believe that families can provide all the care that older people need, and so some people just push them to their family. This is not true. While families play a central role in long-term care, changing demographics and social norms mean it is impossible for families alone to meet the needs of care-dependent older people. So responsibility for long-term care is very important and should be shared between families, government and other sectors to ensure that this older population access quality care and financial hardship, not just the family alone. So the government too has a role to play, and other sectors as well. So the implication is that policies should support and empower family caregivers as well as develop comprehensive long-term care, because someone that is 60 can live to another 60 years, 120 years, or the person can live extra 40 years. And so you won't just say, okay, the person is nearly about to die, and so the person should be left for the family alone. No, this older population have so much to offer, and it's not just the work of the family alone. So investing in older population, okay, investment, not just cost. Okay, so expenditures on older people should be framed as investment and not just that you are spending, wasting money on them. That's just the cost. So investments can yield significant dividends in the health and well-being of older people, as well as increased participation, consumption and social cohesion. So what is the life course approach to this? So we should know that healthy aging starts at birth, and there are significant factors, both physical, social, environmental factors that impact the health of people, that will now result to how that's their health status when they are old. So with only 25% of the diversity in longevity explained by genetic factors, so it's not just the genetic factors alone. The other 75% is largely dependent on our interaction with these physical and social environmental determinants. So we should abolish the discrimination. So mandatory retirement ages do not help create job for the youth. Say, okay, these people should go and retire so that they will have space for the younger population. That's not true. Rather, it will even reduce the older workers' ability to contribute. They are also contributing, they are capable of contributing. More job opportunities should be created to encompass this population and this other population. Like I said, someone that is 60 years old can live till extra 40 years. That's 100 years. And within 40 years, the impact that a human being can make within even 10 years, 20 years and so it's not just by saying that it should be stopped from working because they are old. So age-based discrimination should be abolished, as it limits the opportunities to benefit from the capabilities of older workers. Like I said, some of them that end up retiring maybe from civil service end up going to own their own businesses, become entrepreneurs and employ people, thereby contributing to the economy, if you understand what I mean. So the next is challenging stereotypes. Okay, we have older people are frail, dependent, and a burden to the society. We all know that that's not true. Okay, so older people make significant contributions to their families and communities, like I said, and only a small proportion actually care dependent, and that should be those that are above 100. Okay, there might be, because maybe certain things are limited to them. So policies should stop discriminating individual based on their age. So they should frame policies in a way that it will enhance the abilities of the older people to do the things they value and contribute to the society, rather than looking at simply reducing social expenditure. So what are the key takeaways in this our lecture is that number one, you should know that there is diversity in older age, and it's not random. So older age is characterized by a great diversity and not a single typical older person. Okay, so also contributions of older people, they can make a lot of contribution economically and socially as well, and they are not a burden. They should not be viewed as a burden to the society. And lastly, we should know that healthy aging is an investment and not burden of cost. Okay, we should invest in healthy aging and long-term care systems so that can yield dividends for the individuals and society. So that's all for today's lecture. I hope you really understood everything we talked about. Don't forget to leave your questions in the comment section or send me an email, and I will try my possible best to answer it. See you in my next lecture if possible, and good luck in your exams. Bye.